Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic:
what horror movies fucked you up as a child? It. Original movie. A friend's had clown phobia all his life. My cousin had me watch the original when I was 7. I didn't take a shower without my mom being in the next room for at least a month. I still remember being brave enough to finally take a shower when she was gone. I was traumatized for sure, but it did kick off a love of Stephen King that continues to do this day. So it's a trade-off. Arachnophobia caused the shower fears for me. However, Ernest Scared Stupid gave me night terrors when I was like 12 or 13. So I just don't watch scary movies at all. Due to some poor parenting decisions, I watched An American Werewolf in London when I was only about 4 or 5. I saw it again when I was 18, and was immediately confused, because it felt like someone had filmed my nightmares from 13 years earlier. The Moor scene terrified me as a kid. Poltergeist. It's the reason I still occasionally look under my bed lol. Poltergeist was an absolute nightmare for me. I'm betting a lot of Gen X kids with unsupervised HBO access in the early 80s were irrationally scared of pools. Pools at night. Specifically, trees outside a bedroom window. Orthodontia. Clowns. Looking under the bed. That TV station that was static after midnight. Just me? I'm betting a lot of Gen X kids with unsupervised HBO access. I've never felt such a sense of belonging to a group. I too saw those movies. All of them. Children of the Corn is up there. That just gives it time to scurry out and behind you. Well, hello there. Quote. Jeepers Creepers. I had nightmares about the ending for a long time after that. I stupidly went to the cinema to watch this when I was 17. Got the train home with my friend at like 11 p.m. He continued on to the next town. I was the sole person to get off at my stop. I lived in the suburbs. Not shitting you, but the usual street light at the stop wasn't working. I started walking down the path towards the main road, flanked by the railway and a small wooded area to my left. Pitch blackness. That terrifying movie still in my head. Trying not to think about it. Suddenly the trees rustled to my left. I start sprinting faster than any time in my whole life towards the street a couple of 100 meters in front. About halfway, I suddenly remembered they have concrete bollards down this path to prevent cars going down it. As soon as I remembered, my knees smashed into them. I muster flew for about 3 to 4 meters, landed on my arm to cushion the landing. It was broken. The pain got rid of the fear though. Never watched that damn movie since. I made my parents sleep with the door open across the hall for like 2 years after watching a pirated version on YouTube. We lived in rural Utah surrounded by fields and small roads, and I just knew he was come get me lol. Brave little toaster. Growing up, I was pretty certain that I would die by being compacted into a tiny cube after getting dumped on a conveyor belt by an angry magnet. Well, there's still time. Yes. It was the air conditioner getting angry and exploding for me. The air conditioner pretty much commits suicide LMAO. I don't want to be stuck in a wall. I'm just built that way. It's my function. Or something like that. Event Horizon. Convinced my friend's mom to rent it for us at Blockbuster and very much regretted getting away with it. We weren't ready. I commented this exact same movie. Except my dad took me to see it, not realizing the absolute shit show it was going to turn into. I still get tense watching or playing anything with big-ass spaceships. That and when people are crawling through vents in anything. Can't unsee it. Totally not related. You should play Dead Space Remake when it releases. Child's Play. Gave me nightmares for years. Watched it when I was 6. Expressionless, still fucking hate Chucky. I caught a few scenes of it when I was 5. I'm 34 now and my last Chucky nightmare was around 3 weeks ago. No matter where I go, how fast I run, he's always there trying to stab my ankles. I hate Chucky. Edit. I'm a huge fan of horror movies. Second edit. I begged my parents to buy me an original American Girl doll around 9. Back when you had to cut the little piece of ordering form out of the back of the magazine. Mail it in with a check. And wait weeks for this doll to be shipped. It was the mid-90s and the doll was around $100. We were not rich, at all, and my parents barely knew English. I was obsessed with the Samantha series and I really wanted the doll. My parents bought me that doll. When it came in its box, I opened it, looked at the doll once, put it back in the box face down, and put it in my closet. I remember falling asleep watching that closet for Samantha to come out and kill me for months. If anyone wants a mint condition 98 Samantha doll, I still have it. Never touched the thing and never will. Fire in the Sky. I'm still not over that movie. Every time I see jelly I get a weird feeling. That scene. No further description required. This isn't even billed as a horror movie. And it's hands down the most I've ever been afraid of anything. Ever. In my whole life. I had to sleep under the bed for months. Terrified that those little prune-like dudes were coming to get me. There was a video that put Rosetta Stoned by Tool over that scene and it was so fitting. I can't find it anymore. Sad face. Edit. Got removed from YT for copyright. Found it on FB though. https. FB. Watch. EECKCV Gil N. Edit 2. Here is a shorter clip of the scene from the movie without the added music if you don't have FB. https://youtube.be/mo2w96nsirc. I'm a bit relieved to see this is the top comment because this is my answer. My dad, when I was younger, was very clear that things like Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th were 100% fantasy and could never happen. I rested easy and never had nightmares or issues because I knew it was fantasy. Then we saw Fire in the Sky. My dad's response to that movie, oh yeah, aliens could exist and this could very well be real. Thus began decades of being terrified of alien abduction. That movie didn't necessarily scare me, but it stuck with me for a long time. Same with The Fourth Kind. I am God. Less than.